Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you for tuning in to the Central YouTube channel as we continue our series, getting a chance to meet these Central RiverHawk football players. And it's the best part of my job is getting a chance to talk to the student athletes. Going offensive line today with junior right guard Adam Kleinhans. Adam, thank you for joining us on the Central YouTube channel today.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. So, big win last Friday in level one of the playoffs, a 41-14 victory over DeForest. Thought the offense played extremely well after a couple of weeks of, the offense kind of, they were able to get victories, but it was a little sloggy sometimes. Offense was really clicking on Friday night, able to put up 41 points against a good DeForest team. What did you think of that game? What were the keys to being able to move the ball so well against those Norskies?
I think one of the keys to our game was just having a great game plan from our coaches. Like they do a whole lot of film watching, like they know what to do. So we just have to put our faith in them and they'll lead us the right way.
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, had a chance to talk to one of your coaches yesterday. The offensive coordinator, Kevin Colburn, thought that was a fascinating. Ended up being a 25-minute interview because I was so fascinated. But that's the one thing he talked about was the amount of work that's put in, both on the coach's side and on the kids' side, in preparation for a game. And boy, I'll tell you what, it all worked on Friday night. Got a question specific for you. What is your favorite part of being an offensive lineman? It's a position that doesn't get a lot of love. You're not going to hear your name called over the loudspeaker. I try to call you guys out on the broadcast as much as I can, but it's hard because we're all ball watchers, right? We're all watching the running back. We're all watching the quarterback. So why do you love playing the offensive line?
One of the main reasons I love playing the offensive line is because one, like my whole job is to protect someone. So if I don't protect my job, I like have to carry that pain with me for hopefully not too long because hopefully I forget it and then like go to the next play. But like I have to protect someone and make sure we move the ball down the field. So that's one of my favorite parts.
Absolutely. And Adam, I don't know if you've been watching our interviews, but as I told Coach Colburn yesterday, as we've had the skill guys doing their interviews on here, not one skill guy has gone through their interview without talking about the importance of the offensive line and the work you guys are doing. You should know that if you haven't heard that already, that they really do appreciate you, particularly Jude Alvarado, who couldn't rave enough about you guys. Of course, you're protecting him. He needs to be nice to you guys so that he doesn't end up getting hit by those big D linemen. So you guys have done a fantastic job. I think particularly of that 84-yard touchdown play. I think it was the second or third play of the game offensively for us. That pass pro was fantastic. It looked just like it's supposed to look, and Jude had a lot of time because that play did take a little bit of time to develop. And you guys sure did your job on that play in particular. So some people may not know, but your dad is the offensive line coach, John Kleinhans. What is it like having your dad as not only a coach in the program, but your specific position coach?
It's fun. Like there's sometimes where like it's my dad, but like I definitely enjoy it a lot because like he knows how to push me and like how to give me that extra step that I need where I can go on to do that extra step and just like be that little bit better.
Yeah. So my question is, when you guys go home, is he still coaching, or does he turn it into dad mode, or how does that work? Is it always football, or is he able to shut it off and just be dad?
Oh, it's always football at our house, but like there's some times where like it's not football, but like it's mainly always football
You're a football household. I figured that.
that
So,
we are.
Adam, tell us some of your biggest influences on the football field. I'm assuming your dad is one of your biggest influences. Who else have been big influences in your life on the football field?
Not a whole lot of people know this, but I do have two older brothers. They both graduated on my old school, Whitehall. They're big influences on me because being the youngest, I always want to like be better than them and everything. And then also this my freshman year, there's this one senior who like always just made me better, like made sure I put in 100% every single rep. His name was Isaac Scoyan. Um, he always just made sure I like made sure I did my job and like got it done correctly.
So that leads me to my next question, Adam. You know how important it is as a senior to take some of the young kids under your wing and get them ready to be playing at that next level. So next year you're going to be a senior. Are you going to be looking out for those freshmen and trying to find a couple guys that you could take under your wing and kind of show them what Central football is all about?
Oh, for sure. I just want to make this program better than it is. Not saying that it's bad, like it's really good, but like there's always room for improvement. And I feel like me as a senior being able to help the underclassmen will be very beneficial for the future.
Yeah, the biggest goal for any senior should be to leave the program better than how they found it. And if you can do that each year, pretty soon you're going to be a very, very good program. Um, One thing we've noticed on the broadcast when we get ready to start the game, we look at our offensive line versus the opponent's defensive line, and this is all season long. And you can see a huge size discrepancy between the two units. And yet, what we see is oftentimes our offensive line is dominating that bigger defensive line. What's the key to being able to be successful against guys that are usually a lot bigger than you guys are?
The two biggest keys we have are like speed and angles. Like you need to be able to work every single angle to like get the big 300 D lineman out of there. So yeah, you need to, with our speed and our blocking schemes, really help us out a lot.
Yeah, so you look at their size, and yeah, they're bigger, but is our line more athletic and faster? And usually we are. And you guys have shown that really for the last 10 weeks. Not asking for a prediction, not going to put you on the spot, not looking to give any bulletin board material to Wanakee. But what is Friday night going to look like? We know Wanakee, very good program, going to have a very good team for us to face on Friday night. What do you think it's going to look like?
I feel like it's going to be a good game. We got to play our hearts out. They got to play our hearts out. And if we both do that, it's going to be a fun game to watch. Our defense is good. Their defense is good. Our offense is good. And their offense is good. So
All you can ask for in a playoff game, right? Both teams going out there and giving it everything they got, and we'll find out what the final score is at the end and see who will be moving on to level 3. I hope it's the RiverHawks. I think we can do it, and so I'm excited about Friday night. And Adam, I wish you the best of luck, not only the rest of this year, but all of next year as well, as you're only a junior and have a full season yet ahead of you. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really enjoyed getting a chance to talk to you. I like to give those linemen love. I know what it's like to be a lineman. I like to make sure you guys get some love too once in a while. So thank you for joining us today.
thank you, sir.
Yep. All right. And to our viewers, the plan still, I told you last night, the plan was to be at Wanakee as of 12/14 on, what is it today? Tuesday? 12/14 on Tuesday. We're still planning on being at Wanakee. Still some stuff going on behind the scenes, but the plan right now is we will be live at Wanakee. Kickoff is 7:00. Pregame at 6:45. Joel and I will be on the call. And so we hope you certainly, if you're not driving down to Wanakee, we hope you certainly tune in. Remember that we are able to show these playoff games because of our great sponsors. And so maybe this week you can go and visit some of our sponsors and give them some of your business as a way to thank them for allowing us to be able to bring those games. Every game has a fee in the playoffs. And so we have to pay that with our sponsorship money. So we're very grateful to our sponsors. And so we should show our thanks to them by giving them our business. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great day.